Time to learn mindfulness. It's a little bit cold today, but that's okay. I'm going to show you something. When you normally breathe into your chest, you'll notice that your shoulder will rise a little bit, and you can see your chest moving, and that's a sign of breathing in and out of your chest, thoracic breathing. But there are two ways to breathe. Well, basically, they both do the same thing. It's just that the difference is that when you're doing thoracic or chest breathing, you're just confined by the limits of your chest. Your rib cage constricts your lungs, or contains your, it contains your lungs, and therefore it constricts them. The alternative is to do what's called abdominal breathing, and that's down to your tummy. Abdominal breathing is referred to by the Chinese as qigong, and they have some specific motions that they do in conjunction with that. But on a very basic level, all you really need to do is to breathe using your diaphragm, just like normal, except you're going to imagine your stomach is like a balloon or a ball, and you're going to try to fill it up. So this, I'm told, triggers something called the vagus nerve, which helps you to calm down. So when you're breathing correctly, you can, let's see if I can, I'm going to put my hand on my stomach here. So I'm going to breathe in. That's basically what it is. That's the first step of many types of meditation or mindfulness, which is what is taught in schools, because some people feel that meditation is associated with religion. I don't know how old it is. I know that it predates the Buddha. So I also know that there are different ways to meditate. You can meditate through chanting, you can meditate while singing, you can meditate while you're praying. So there are different choices, and you basically just need to find the one that works the best for you. The one I'm going to talk about now is a very basic one. It can be done pretty much anywhere, and although I would not recommend you do it while you're driving or something, or operating a machine, but if you are, say for example, you need to give a presentation and you're really nervous about it, well, the easiest solution is go ahead and do this meditation and use it to calm yourself down. And you can just do it sitting, you can do it standing, you can do it walking, you can do it lying down. So the first step is to just breathe into your stomach. So again, you're going to try to fill up your stomach like a balloon. And you're going to want to reach a goal of 4 seconds breathing in, 4 seconds breathing out. You don't have to pause between breaths. If that feels comfortable for you, it's okay, but you don't need to. I'm going to tell you 2 different ways that you can maximize the effect of this breathing. The first way is probably the harder way for some people, but it's basically the idea of focusing all of your attention on your breathing. So when I say all of your attention, how many senses do you have? Now you may say there are only 4, but that's not true. There are others. For example, sense of temperature, and sense of pain, and sense of balance, and acceleration, deceleration, which is handled in the ear, and sense of where different parts of your body are, even when your eyes are closed. So can you, when you're drunk you can't do this, but when you're sober you should, usually, most people, I think, can do this. And So what I want you to do is use all of the senses that you have at your command to pay attention to your breathing. So try, if you can, if your nose isn't all clogged up, breathe in through your nose. And try to sit in a position so that your stomach isn't constricted, it isn't contained or whatever, it isn't pushing against your legs or whatever. But when you're breathing in through your nose, feel the temperature of the air. Feel the humidity as well. And pay attention to that. And breathe in and out a few times, noticing as it goes out, and this time through your mouth, the temperature and the humidity. So it's kind of cold going in because it's a fall day. Definitely warmer going out and more humid. Kind of dry and cold. But going out, it is warmer and somewhat humid from my lungs. And that's generally what you'll experience, but if it's hot out, you'll experience that the air going out feels cooler than the air going in. And you don't have to start with your nose. You can breathe out through your nose and in through your mouth. It's up to you. Then while you're doing that, next step is to add in the sense of feeling the air go into your nose or mouth and as it goes down your throat, and feeling it expand your gut, and then feel your gut contracting and blowing it out through your nose or mouth. So you're not just going to feel temperature and humidity, you're going to feel the movement of the air, triggering your sense of touch. And in addition to that, you're going to listen to it. Now, you may find it helpful to do a little bit of a sound while you're doing that. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's okay. But try to listen to see if you can hear the sound of your breathing. And I find, and you probably will too when you're a beginner especially, that when you're doing all this stuff, keep your eyes closed. Now, if you're walking, obviously you can't do that, so I suggest that you don't start with walking meditation. I suggest you start with lying down, sitting, standing up. If you're sleepy, lying down will probably end up putting you to sleep. So it's up to you, but just so you know, you may end up falling asleep if you're on your back or on your side or something. Now, I know that some ascetics and Buddhists and stuff, they tend to like to sit in a lotus position or a half lotus position or kneeling kind of on their with their feet under their butts, and my knees are bad, so I don't do that. But it is a choice if you want to. I prefer to do meditation in a position that's comfortable for me, so I've got a skinny butt, so usually I'll sit on something soft. I don't really think that causing your blood to stop circulating in your veins is a good choice, and so I don't recommend that. So you can listen, you're going to feel the temperature, you're going to feel the humidity, you're going to feel the movement of it going in and out of your body, and you're going to pay attention to how your body is moving as well. And you're going to listen to the sound of it. So every part of your body, every sense that you've got at your command that is related to breathing will be focused on this. So close your eyes. Feel the temperature and feel the humidity. Feel the air moving in and out. Feel the body moving, the different parts that are necessary for you to breathe. I'm going to try to make some noise. So right now I can hear it going into my nose. My nose is a bit stuffed up. And when you blow out, make sure to contract your stomach along with your diaphragm. Expand your diaphragm when you're breathing in, contract it when you're breathing out. So that's another thing you're going to be feeling. You're going to be consciously doing this, not automatically doing it, because automatically we tend to breathe to the chest. So breathe in and out, slowly, 4 seconds if you can, in, and 4 seconds out, with your eyes closed. do that for a while, you will tend to find two things will happen. One, you will, as you focus more and more on your breathing, you will relax. But the other thing that's going to happen is what they call the monkey mind is going to be trying to drag your attention away from what you're doing. And that's okay, that's normal. We weren't taught how to have control of our minds. We weren't taught how to keep them calm. So it's something you have to learn. And this will help you to do that as well. So if you notice your mind is being distracted from your breathing, that's okay. Just bring your attention back to your breathing. Don't berate yourself, don't be frustrated, don't be worried or anything. It's completely natural. So you just focus all of your attention. Every single bit of your person should be focused on your breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, in. And just keep on doing that. Relax. It's okay. If thoughts come into your head, just let them leak back out again. Refocus yourself on your breathing. Now, I suggest that you keep on doing that for a while. Put this video on pause and do it until you feel very calm, very relaxed, and don't worry if it doesn't happen right away. It takes practice to train your mind. So please pause now. Okay. So I don't know how long you worked on that, but here's my suggestion for you. Whether it's this version or the version I'm going to teach you next, please do it in the morning to calm yourself down so that you have a more positive attitude about your day. Do it before you go to bed so that you are relaxed and have better dreams and better sleep, so your mind isn't whirling and you don't have any mental tornadoes going on in there. And do it anytime during the day when you have an opportunity. It doesn't have to be a long time. This meditation can be as long as you want it to be. It can be a minute. The point of it is to use it to calm yourself down and develop a habit, because the more you do it, the faster you can calm yourself down. So if you practice this daily, routinely, you will eventually discover that, as with many things that you practice, you'll become better at it and you'll be able to relax more and more quickly. Now, the great thing about meditation is when you are upset about something, your mind is going to be racing, and there's going to be this tornado of thoughts and emotions running around up there, and it's going to make it really hard for you to focus. It's going to make it hard for you to sleep, and it's not good for you, really. So you can counteract it with meditation. Now, like I said, there's also chanting. I'm not an expert chanter, but you can choose to go with the traditional Om Mani Padme Hum. That is the typical chant from Asia. There are other chants. You can choose any words you want to chant, but I would suggest that you be careful to choose words that are constructive or at the least neutral in meaning to you. So don't chant, "Oh, what a jerk I am." Oh, that's not going to be helpful. You'll just be programming yourself to believe something that is destructive. Okay? Usually the person who is chanting will repeat the same thing over and over and over again. It could just be a sound that doesn't make any sense to you. It could be notes. If you try to hum different notes or even sing different notes, if you find some that resonate with you, that feel really good for you, just go ahead and use those notes. They may have a calming effect on you. If a note disturbs you, avoid that note. You may, while you're meditating, you may see colors, you may see images, you may hear things. There are a great deal of possibilities. Just ignore them. They're not the goal. They're just your mind trying to distract you. It's that monkey mind jumping around and trying to take your attention away from what you're doing. So the other way that I wanted to talk to you about is actually imagining that when you're breathing, your breath is kind of coalescing or forming a ball here in front of your nose and mouth. And so you want to imagine that is happening, that you're directing your breath in such a way that it is forming a kind of a ball there. And try to hold that thought for 10 seconds. And that doesn't mean you're only going to breathe once, 10 in, 10 out, or even 5 in, 5 out. No, you can breathe as many times as you want to. You can breathe at whatever speed you are comfortable with. This is different from the previous one that I taught, where you're focusing all your attention on your breathing. This one, you're focusing on that ball of breath right in front of your mouth and nose. So the speed of your breathing is not as important, although I would not suggest you hyperventilate or breathe very quickly. I suggest a relaxed rate of breathing, but you're not going to be focusing all your attention on the movement of your body, the senses. You're focusing all your attention on forming that imaginary ball of air in front of you from your breath. So you want to close your eyes. Put all your attention right out here. Count to 10. If you get done and you want to just try again and do that as many times as you can. If you get really good at it, you can even increase the duration. It doesn't matter. The point is that focusing on doing that with your breath, even though you're not really doing anything with your breath other than breathing, it takes so much of your attention that it forces your brain to stop thinking about other things. And that's the basic one. You could use a candle. You could sit there and stare at a candle, a lit one, or some other object that has significance to you, and just sit there and meditate on that object, staring at that object and focusing all of your attention on that object. Some people use, I forgot the name for it, but there's a sound yoga where there's this special kind of music that's played. I did it once. I actually fell asleep during it. I'm not sure if it was because of the wonderful experience I was having with the lovely sounds that were being created by hand by this guy, or if it was just that I was sleepy. Probably both, but I enjoyed the sounds, and I took a nap. I didn't mean to, and he had to wake me up because I was snoring, because I have sleep apnea, so that was not so great. But it's I think it's Nada yoga or something like that. Nada would be notes or sound, I believe. If it's from Sanskrit, because the same word nada is used in Indonesian and it means notes or note. So you can do that one as well. Just take your time, close your eyes, breathe at a normal pace that's comfortable for you, that doesn't make you excited, but makes you relaxed, and focus on this point right here in front of your mouth and nose. And imagine that your breath is forming there into a ball or something. So close your eyes now. Put your attention. You may find that your eyes are focusing on that point, and that's okay. That's natural. But put your attention there. Just pay attention to that ball in front of your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then start over again. And I just want you to count in your head. And the monkey mind's going to try to make you lose count. It's going to try to make you think of other things and forget that you're supposed to be doing. The first time I did it, it happened to me. I got to 3 and I forgot what I was doing and started thinking about stuff. And I was like, but it's okay. That's normal. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and pause it now and just keep on doing that until you feel relaxed. And same with the other one. You're going to repeat it again and again. Okay, so now you've had time. So go ahead and incorporate this into your life. And if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of time, that's okay. Again, the point, it's more important to do it often than to do it for a long period of time if you don't have the time to invest in a long session. I hope this will help you. If you have any questions or comments, I haven't touched on all kinds of meditation. There are other kinds like Tai Chi and Pakwa, Xingyi, and so many others. Yoga can be used for meditation. Qigong, or which is part of the basics of Tai Chi. But you can use many different ways. You need to find one that works for you. Transcendental meditation or whatever it is, okay? Thank you for listening. Bye.